In my last video, I spoke a bit about the possibility that far leftists are using manipulation to gain an imbalanced power, a way that they can have pretty much complete power. And they've done that by creating a culture that's not allowed to challenge what they're saying, and they've done it in a moral way. And what I mean by moral way is they're using morality as a means of saying, if you argue against this, then you're immoral. Basically you're a racist, you're a bigot, you're whatever. So they've, instead of allowing information that has to do with bringing in historical information, medical information, real cultural information of what's happening and how it's happening, they're only given that one side of the argument, which they are the only ones able to produce data that can go into the argument. So the premises are all based on far leftist information. So you can't get a counter argument to hear, what's on the other side. Counter arguments right now are being labeled as immoral, meaning you can be called a racist for having a counter argument that's based on actual information. So what they have is moderates basically chasing a ghost. You get a sense of moral accomplishment from fighting against injustices. The problem is statistics show that those injustices that they claim are not occurring, especially on the level or magnitude that they're claiming. So while moderates are trying to fight that good fight, they're not able to question and bring in other information. I guess the point of this video would be to bring in that example and to encourage people to seek out the data, history, real history, current cultural situations, and statistics. Bring those into the argument, not only in your home, but out in society, because the school system's not going to teach it. If you don't teach your children how to bring in real information, not being worried about how they'll be labeled, then our culture will never shift. Voting will not completely fix the problem. We have a cultural problem, and it's being led by far leftists, which are extremists, but they know how to wrangle in moderates, which is to use that sense of moral accomplishment in fighting a ghost. There's where we need to go next.